Hey, I'm Jeff Gutermuth. I've lived in Meade and Breckenridge County the biggest part of my life. I'm 62 years old. I've been married 38 years with the same woman, and she's put up with me that long. I have 2 children and 5 grandkids. I've got one that's 15, and then I've got one that's actually 3 weeks old today. So yeah, it's good times. And you know, I taught school for several years, and well, I taught for 35 years, and I subbed another 4, and I got to meet so many kids during that time. And you know, this whole Man Up deal has just been great for me, because I've been able to reconnect with so many of my former students. And you know, it's kind of funny too that I went to a couple of Man Up meetings, and I went in and I saw a former student or two, and they go, "Hey Jim, I'm glad I got to see you here, and I thought I might see you here." And then the third Man Up meeting I went to, I saw this one former student. He goes, "Man, I can't believe you're at one of these." So it kind of put me in my place, you know, that hey, maybe I wasn't doing exactly what I should have been when I was there working with that kid. But anyway, it was a good time, and that's just one of the best parts about the Man Up for me, is being able to reconnect with those with my former students, and then to get to meet all the people that I've met. And you know, even as I think about it, just the conversations outside of the meeting that I've had. And you know, I've always struggled personally with just going up and talking about Jesus to people, you know, and being in Man Up, it's really helped me to do that, because I can go up and just start off talking about Man Up, and then lead on into talking about my Jesus and sharing my testimony, you know. And I just tell you, I was pretty disappointed over the COVID stuff, because I have this testimony that God gave me for a reason. I'm a cancer survivor. It's been 10 years now since I started on my cancer journey, and I've just been so blessed through that cancer. Not that I'm blessed because I had cancer, but just blessed through that cancer. And I just wanted to share that with Man Up, and to share my story about Meade County and the men in Meade County, and just what they meant to me during my time of cancer. You know, I mean, I didn't have a will, so I went to the lawyer's office at a point when I didn't think I was going to make it. And I went in and I told this lawyer, I said, "Hey man, I need to get this will done." He goes, "Well, we'll get this information gathered up for you, and we'll have it done next week or 2. And I told this local lawyer, I said, "Man, I'm going to tell you what, I'm good to go today. If the Lord takes me today, I'm good to go, but I need a will, and I'd feel a lot better if I had it today." And he sat down, wrote my will up that day, got done, and I said, "What owe you?" And he goes, "You don't owe me nothing." And I mean, I paid him, but he did offer not to take any money. And then what really touched my heart was I was getting ready to walk out the door, and he said, "Man, can I have a prayer with you?" That's a Meade County local lawyer, and had a prayer for me, you know. And so I've just got so many stories that I could tell you about that, you know, and just to be able to go to Man Up and see some of these men that helped me during my time. And like I said, God gave me this testimony, and I'm kind of disappointed that I didn't get to share it during the Man Up at Akron Baptist Church, you know. And so anyway, I'm just looking forward to the time when we can get back together and meet again, and just get together as men in the community to strengthen each other, you know, to sharpen each other. And you know, I know I need that, you know. And as I talk to people today, I'm probably one of the older ones that's going to be talking. And as I talk to people today, I tell them, I said, "Well, I started teaching in 1980. And they said, "Oh man, kids really have changed since 1980. I have to tell them they haven't. You know, in 1980, we had good kids, we had bad kids. We had kids that were respectful, we had kids that weren't respectful. You know, but what really touches me today is that we've got a group of young Christian men that loved their Jesus and wanted to try to start something up, and it's just blossomed into something unbelievable. And you know, I've had several friends that hadn't been going to church for a while, and I was just awful nervous about reaching out to them and saying, hey man, why aren't you in church? And this gave me that opportunity where I could call friends that I used to go to church with and say, hey man, we got this man up meeting, and it's going to be over here at Radiant. Why don't you come out? And some of them came, some of them didn't. But hey, that's, I think I kind of did my responsibility, and the rest of it's up to the Lord. So when we get together with kingdom men, men that believe in Jesus, and the more men we have in our life, I think the more we're going to have people that know where we're coming from. I've got a good, strong men's group at my church, but there's only one or two that can really understand me, and most of them, I'm older, and so I'm not for sure where they're coming from, But with this group here, we've got such a large pool that we can draw from, that we can ask questions. And it's just been amazing for me since I started, just the men that I don't go to church with just sending me scripture, sending me messages that they listen to, and just getting to hear those messages. And some time ago, I was sitting in a Sunday school class, and we were talking about some of our biggest fears, and I shared with you that I had several grandkids, and one of my biggest fears in life was that I would have a grandkid that didn't know me. And I shared that with our Sunday school class, and it wasn't but about a week later that somebody shared a song with me, and I've got it written down, but I believe it's Casting Crowns, and it's about Jesus, and the song talks about, I don't need a legacy. I just want them to know about Jesus. And that really touched my heart, and I went away from that thinking, I don't care if my grandkids know me or not. I just hope that they know my Jesus. And so I've even changed how I approach them and taken the opportunities, the chances that I have to share Jesus with them. It's not about me, it's about Jesus. And that's one of the biggest things I think that we can take away from this man up. It's not about anything else but just Jesus.